I'm theciaellis, and welcome to Grandma's Homestead. I am down here at the church kitchen because they're awfully good to me and let me use it, and they have good lighting too. I am doing the next in the series of Are You Ready for the Next Great Depression? But this is for the cookbook of the Collapse series that we were doing previously. And this recipe is scalloped potatoes, and it was submitted by Jim Tubbs of Sawhorses Stable Woodcraft. Now, his instructions are not real succinct, and so I'm probably going to be faking my way through some of this, but I still want to give him some credit for it. So let's get started. Oh, and some of the noises you hear behind me is I got the stove going. I think it's a convection stove, so it makes a rattling noise, and the ice machine kicks on sometimes and the refrigerator goes. So guess what? I'm in a kitchen. So let's get started. Alright, I have already sliced my potatoes, and his instructions say to slice enough to fill a 9x13 pan, and I believe that's what I've got here. Oops, I'm making a mess already. And we're going to take this number 13 pan and grease it down real good. And I think what I'm going to do it in a bowl here because it tells you 4 cans of mushroom soup. And so I'm just going to dump all the mushroom soup, all 4 cans into it. One. There's a trash can down there. 2. 3 and 4. And you get to thinking about why would this be considered a cookbook of the collapse? For one thing, if you do any research on anything with the Great Depression, potatoes were a major staple for the people who were trying to survive the Great Depression. And if you and you'll see that a lot of what they had done through their use to make foods go further was the potato. Okay, and it also says flour, onion powder, salt, and pepper. So here's my kosher salt. I don't know how much it's going to take. Let's say it's a teaspoon of kosher salt. A whole bunch of, whoa, almost messed up. Let's do the onion powder. Make it nice and oniony. And some flour, and I need to find some pepper too. I don't know how much flour. We're just going to eyeball it. Let's say that's enough flour. And let's get some pepper in there. Alright, I've got a bigger spatula to mix this together with. Another thing that you consider, not only with the potatoes was used during the that was used in the last depression, you can also consider these recipes like, okay, this is cream and mushroom soup. This is a good exercise in using up what's in your pantry. It's one thing to fill up your pantry and then just let it sit there. So if you're using up what's in it, you are practicing with the ingredients that you have in your pantry, and you are also using up and rotating your stock. And that's one thing that's very important with pantry cooking, is using up what's in your stock. Okay, so that's mixed together. Let's dump this all in here. And the instructions do not say how long to cook this. It says to do it until the potatoes are tender. So I'm going to put it in there. I'll put it in there for at least half an hour for the first time and check it, and then I will record how much was cooked, and then I'll let you know at the end how long we cooked it. Another good practice, especially with something that's as full a pan as this is, and with liquids and stuff in it, is have another pan underneath it. It probably help you with keeping you from having to clean up a mess in your stove later on. Alright, this was about 45 minutes, and I'm going to let it cool down a little bit before I try it. But that actually looks pretty decent, doesn't it? I'm looking forward to seeing how that looks, or tastes. Oh yeah, look how creamy that is. That's going to be nice. So I was testing it, and it looks like 45 minutes is about right at 350. The potatoes are nice and soft, so that should work too. Let's taste it. Okay, let's get some of this. There's potatoes, got a little chunk of mushroom on it. It's all creamy. That's pretty darn good. I'm going to take a little bit of this top here where it's all, it's all crusty. I'm going to taste this. I like the crusty part. Thank you. for submitting this recipe, and we're going to put that in the cookbook of the collapse. Now, what I was told you guys in the past, send me, if you have recipes that you want to be as part of your cookbook of the collapse, send it to me at theciaellis@gmail.com, theciaellis@gmail.com, and we'll see if we can get it put into the cookbook of the class. The cookbook is going to be including a whole series of things, okay? So we can be cooking from the pantry. We're going to try to learn to cook from freeze-dried foods. We're going to be cooking from venison and stuff, you know, where you've trapped or cooked or fished or something like that. Not cooked, but fished and everything. So there's going to be several different layers that you can do to send me your recipes. This particular one for the cookbook of the collapse was a good indication of how you can not only use potatoes, because we've discussed how the potatoes were a staple in the Great Depression in the past. Then we used canned soup, so that you were using stuff out of your pantry, and then with some spices that we put in, then we had onion powder and salt and pepper, and that's all it was. So that's it. All right, guys. God bless. I'll see you next time.